So, hello, my name is Fredrik Skåtar. I'm a Swedish architect, and this studio will start in Ghent. And the whole region of Flanders is quite special actually, because they have a city architect which is very much involved in urbanist concepts. They use terms such as urban acupuncture and bottom-up strategies and slow urbanism. And we will also collaborate with them in a first workshop at the Old Harbour here in Ghent. There will also be students from the Politecnico di Torino and people here from Ghent. So this is like typical Ghent architecture that you can see around me here. So now I'm standing here at the old dockyards. This is a master plan by Remkola's OMA, but it's a long time ago already. So the project leader behind this is the Sogent. That's the city architect of Ghent, and they will support us with a lot of material and also be the guest critics and be available for questions and answers. You could use this first sketch as for your site, for your master thesis. That's the idea. Clearly, if that leads to another idea for another site that you have in mind, sure, we can talk about that, but it's quite convenient to simply use this workshop as a kickoff and then continue to work on this site. Yeah, and about the workshop, something I forgot to mention also is that it's actually financed by the European Union, so students will actually be paid for. Exactly the amount, exactly how much it is, we will have to communicate to you later, but it will cover the cost for the travel and accommodation, that's for sure. Unless you live in the Grand Hotel, but I don't think you will. One thing you can see in this new development is that the gathering spaces are actually lacking. Well, it's debatable, of course. A lot of different architects see it differently, but I believe, and also my colleagues who are going to join the workshop, is that one site could actually be this promenade that I'm walking on right now, and also the park behind me, because there is actually no gathering spaces, no shelters, and the weather here is not really fantastic. So it's raining a lot. So that's one thing one can do, to look at the gathering spaces right here, because the whole topic of the studio and also the workshop is cultural sustainability. And I set up 4 parameters for these, which you can see on the homepage as well. So one thing is the sense of belonging, like identity things. We also have a community factor, and we have a cultural heritage factor, and we have an adaptive reuse parameter. For example, here in this area we have a lot of really cool industry architecture. This is currently only used for buses that park here, but you can see already inside there what a fantastic roof they have. And here in Flanders we have many examples of such buildings being transformed into very beautiful public spaces with a roof on top of it. So that's another thing one can do here. Okay, so I hope you will come to the studio. Any questions, please approach me.